Oh, I'll take the high road and you'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Such were the dulcet tones that assailed my ears as I stood there in the football stadium. I was surrounded by crowds, waving saltires and waving lion rampant flags and singing Loch Lomond at the tops of their voices. Some of them were wearing kilts, and after a few beers they were in full voice. Now where do you think I might have been? No guessing. Well, I wasn't at Hampden. I was at a football stadium in Waldbronn in Germany. And I wasn't at a football match. I was at a run rig concert. And the crowds wearing kilts and waving Scottish flags, they weren't Scottish, they were German. Welcome to the world of the crazy German run rig fan, whom I should call the Griggies. Now, where would you meet a Griggy, and how would you recognise a Griggy if you saw one? Well, the Griggies are best found in one of their natural habitats of Scottish concert venues, up in the Scottish Highlands on their holidays, or in their homeland of Germany. So how would you spot a Griggy at a concert venue? Well, outside the concert venue, the Griggies will always be those who are right at the front of the queue, having arrived early to reserve their place, sometimes several hours early, sometimes even several days early. So if you just happen to walk past Barrowlands and you see bodies lying in sleeping bags on the ground, it's not the local down and outs, it's just the Griggies waiting for the concert next week. And once inside the concert venue, the Griggies will always be found right up at the barrier in front of the stage. They've got a good view. And if the kilts and the flags don't give them away, then just listen out for those people singing along to all the songs in a loud voice, even the Gaelic songs, and of course they know all the words, or at least they think they do. And if your view should be obscured by fans bearing cameras aloft, snapping away like the paparazzi, well, that will be the Griggies as well. Yes, the Griggies love taking photos, especially when they're on the holidays in the Scottish Highlands. There you'll find them wielding their cameras and their camcorders, although you must be careful not to confuse them with that other unrelated species, the Japanese tourist. But the Griggies can easily be distinguished by their Teutonic accent. Wolfgang, I want a photo of the Helen Koo. And by their love of being first in the queue. So at hotels and guest houses, the Griggy will always be first down for breakfast on a morning. And when they're going to visit the Scottish Islands, they always like to be first to drive onto the ferry. And in the bar on an evening, you'll always find the Griggy ahead of you, getting in their first round of drinks for the evening. Now, in common with other Germans, the Griggies are very keen beer drinkers. But as Scotland and Runrig fans, they also love Scottish whisky. And they'll be sure to have a couple of bottles to take home with them, along with kilts and Scottish saltires and other souvenirs of their visit to Scotland. Once back home in Germany, the Griggies can also be found attending music festivals, especially those where there are Scottish or Irish bands playing. As well as that, they like to have get-togethers, and they will talk about their holiday in Scotland, look at their photo albums with all those photos they've taken in Scotland, and listen to their run rig music. these occasions, they also like to wear their kilts, display their Scottish flags, and to drink that whisky that they bought in Scotland. But the best place, of course, to find the Griggies in Germany is at a Runrig concert. So if you should ever find yourself in a football stadium in Germany, surrounded by crowds, wearing kilts, waving saltires, and singing Loch Lomond at the top of their voice, it's not the Tartan Army, it's the crazy German Runrig band.